Hello, my name is Steve Jack, and this video is meant for the student taking computer studies in high school or primary, also those who are taking paper 3. I just want to share with you what you should do so that you score well in paper 3. First of all, in the documentation, the title page, just writing your name and index number will give you half a mark. Title of the project and writing here the denomination and the name of your school or institution will give you half a mark each. Means from the title page, the first page will give you 2 marks. Then table of contents, there are list of contents, correct, and if you do correct referencing, and if it is complete with major headings included, there you will get 3 marks. Then after table of contents, you must also have list of figures or list of tables. So list of figures and list of tables will give you half a mark if you have them. If they are correct, also 1 mark. The main list of figures will give you 1 mark. Correct referencing will also give you 1 mark. Then in the project report now, the technical specification, how you bind, just binding that thing. You can use spiral binding or tape binding. It's another mark. Fully typed text, 2 marks. Then content specification, we come to part B. If you draw the diagram, how they flow and their logical sequencing, you'll get some marks. So that part you'll get 6 marks. Don't forget to flow the way I'm flowing. Me 6 plus this 2 plus this 3 plus this 2, you are already above almost 10 marks or above 10 marks. Now, acknowledgement. If it exists in your document, half a mark. Okay, sorry for that. If acknowledgement is existing, you get half a mark. If the acknowledgement is relevant, it's also half a mark. You can acknowledge your parents who are supporting you with the school fee and making sure that you are comfortable in school. You can also acknowledge your teacher who has impacted the knowledge in you. You can also acknowledge even your colleagues who you share idea with. Then introduction part. If there's introduction, you get a mark. If your introductory part is relevant, another 1 mark. Then analysis. You define the problem which should be solved by your system. You get 1 mark. Then problem analysis, how you analyze it. I know you've seen the samples. You get another 2 marks. Then when you come to proposed system, you write the objective of the proposed system, scope of the system, its benefit, and feasibility studies. And feasibility technical. If there is technical and any other 2, you get 1 mark each. You can go and check the other people's project or document to see how they do them, then you implement. Paper 3 is not that tough. Also when you're using Microsoft Access. Most people use Microsoft Access because it is very friendly, also high schoolers. Now system design. How I've shown in your document the flowcharts using the correct symbol of input, output, print, decision, the decision, whatever, the arrow flowing correctly, 1 mark. Logic, 1 mark. They are well labeled, another 1 mark. Now table design. Now we check the system, the data type. If the data type is number, date, string, you see, that one will give you marks. The field, the way you put the many 20 fields. So I have a mark for every 2. Normalization and grouping, you know how to do it in Microsoft Access. You show how you've done it, give you another 5 marks. At least you should have 5 entities normalized. Input and output design. So if you have input design like okay, these are obvious in a system must have input and output. If you have 3 places of input, maybe registration, where the calculation is being done, maybe logging in will give you those. Output design, how you design your reports, how you design maybe we have the report, how the form is giving feedback, showing the information. Now the system construction. Now we have come to the system itself now. How you created the tables, at least 5 tables, will give you 1 mark each. How you've done the relationship, another mark. At least 4 relationships should be done. Input screen, how you design, if it exists, and how you design it, 2 marks. If you are able to manipulate data, such kinds, will give you another marks. Though this one was for a particular year, which you're not having issue of land, whatever population, so don't worry about this. We come here. Now after completing your system, your supervisor or your computer studies teacher will call you to demonstrate. Imagine just loading your system and just starting that Microsoft Access system which you created will give you a mark. Data capture, if it captures data well, the required data, another 2 marks. And more so, if it captures the correct data, maybe the field meant for data date data type or time data type, and you keyed in a number and it rejects. Yeah, those are what we are talking about. How you navigate from the login form, it takes you to home page. From home page, maybe it takes you to dashboard. You can access different tables, different things. You get another 2 marks. Data maintenance. If your system is allowing you to edit, append, delete, maybe you've keyed in something wrong, you can print such things. Edit, append, delete, print, such things. It will give you 2 marks. Input validation is what I was talking about. The field is meant for date and you've keyed in a number. Will your system refuse to take it and tell you to put it in a date format? Your input mask, how is it? That one you must have validation like 4 or more. It will give you 2 marks. Also, your system must have a report. Maybe people have registered in the system of registration. Can it generate a report showing those people and their details? Can it generate a report showing maybe the admin? You see, those ones will give you marks, 11 marks each. Then, remember, at your documentation there, after writing everything, you must also to include user manual, because assuming that someone who doesn't know how to use your system would like to use it after you demonstrated, or would like to show someone how it is being used, user manual will be needed. In everything, in every software, there must be a user manual. So installation guide and requirements, if you mention them, and will give you 1 mark. Requirements will maybe require computer with Windows. You just install using a flash or whatever, 1 mark. Launching the system, how it is being launched, you have to state it in the user manual, 1 mark. Navigation guide, in your user manual they are showing from here you do this to this, default password is this, 1 mark. Procedure of generating output, if you want to generate maybe this report, you click here or you go here. If you want to generate this result, you do like, if you want to view this, you click here, another 1 mark. Then the last one, the obvious one, you must conclude. Conclusion is there. Recommendation, what you recommend about your system, maybe to be improved by the coming developers. then bibliography, then appendix. I'm sure from here you must score 80. If you're not that keen, if you follow this thing, from here you must score at least 80 if the teacher is not mean, even 90. But if you follow what I've explained, you'll score well. So wait for the next video where we'll be discussing things to do with this project so that you may score well and be a fan of computers. Thank you.